Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of the Metacritic. This is Matthew Hemway. I am sorry that there are not only 2 videos and blog posts recently. I have been stressed about what's happening in my country in the United States of America, an election that's happening. I have been working hard to save my country's democracy and stop an individual who wants to be a dictator from attaining power ever again. In this episode of Metacritic, I'll be reviewing and analyzing The Quiet Edge, a novel by Victoria Helen Stone that you can read on Amazon Kindle or listen to the audio version on Audible. This story deals with Lily Brown, who is married to a grifter who stole from people's life savings. This is no different than a Ponzi scheme. Yet people believed that he was helping them get richer, but instead he was stealing their money. The man's name is Albert Jones. It's the reverse of what you would expect that name to be. Personally, I would have believed his name to be Albert Jones. It's no deeper in the DC universe when you have James Jesse, the Flash TV series that plays 2014, 2023. And I'm going to try to get an image up here for you to see James Jesse. There he is, right there. I'll put that down. Okay, you can look at the image and it's on Google, and it'll be a link in my blog. It's reversed to Jesse James, which I'll bring that image up right now. Let's see. That's Jesse James right there, folks. So there you go. It was the reverse of Jesse James, the famous outlaw in the Wild West, as is in the 1800s. You look at the image of Jesse James on Google, and it will be on Wikipedia, actually. I'll stop sharing this now. Okay. There's a police detective named Mendelsohn who starts to suspect that Lily Brown is hiding something from her, and he becomes a nuisance to her. Lily Brown's son ever becomes suspicious of a storage unit that is in his mother's facility that she is managing. He found something interesting there. I'll explain more in the review and give my rating in this review. Please leave your response in the live chat and I'll answer your questions at the end, or you can leave them in the comment section below if you're watching this after live broadcast. Thank you. Hope this is inspired to read, watch, and learn. Thank you. Please consider signing up for Patreon and YouTube memberships and purchase stickers at the bottom of this video. If people sign up for Patreon today at $10 or higher, you'll get an exclusive sticker after 3 months, an exclusive mug after 6 months, an exclusive t-shirt after 9 months, and an exclusive organic tote bag after 12 months. And shipping will be filled by Patreon. If you sign up for YouTube memberships, you'll get cool digital emoji stickers you can use when you come on my videos. The reason for going to Patreon to read my blog posts is that my website's having problems as it was being run by a third party who's no longer in business. If you want to have access to that, please sign up for Patreon and do your part to help the channel and the blog. This way, you sign up for Patreon at any amount, you can buy any post at $3 or a collection at $10. You can read the reviews as well as watch the YouTube videos that are included in them. This will be a fantastic way for you to support the channel and my blog. If you do not want to do that, you can purchase a sticker at the bottom of this video to help support the channel. Thank you. Okay, everyone, this is the portion where I tell you how I review and what rating I give you. Before I continue this review, please remember, I'll give you analysis of the text, and whatever rating I give you is in my opinion. This does not mean that you must agree with me. I never always agreed with any of the reviewers that I would have read or listened to. What I always admired is that they gave what they saw in the text, he or she was reviewing, and that individual would have given his or her honest opinion. This is what I do. Whatever rating and give, you need to know how it is my honest opinion. I will never lie to you. If you don't agree with me, no matter what reading I give you, that is fine with me. This channel and blog is meant for reading, watching, and learning. Also, that inspires you to think critically. You know that I go through tests carefully. As you can tell that I've looked at them and give detailed analysis of what I see. I hope that helps you. Thank you for being followers or channels on my blog. As was mentioned before, Lily Brown was married to a man called Jones Harper. Jones Harper stole from people's lives savings, and they lost everything because of him. She lives in a small town in Kansas, and the people remember what her ex-husband Harper Jones did, and they are mad at her. She has several problems that she is connected to and not of her own making. Her first father divorced her mother, and Lily Brown came back to this small town in Kansas, and she finds out that her half-brothers and sisters did not even know that she existed. It made them angry to find this out, and they blamed her even though this was not her fault. This makes it difficult for her to say the least. She's also dealing with any annoying police detective named Mendelsohn. This is making life worse for her, to say the least. She wants to lay low and just live her life after all the problems she has. Zoe, her best friend, asked her to help women and children that have been in abusive relationships and give them a new identity. There are those that are out there who say why not have them go to the police deal with this before? It is not that easy. People who tend to do that tend to be stigmatized, and it makes their lives difficult. For example, if a person is sexually assaulted, it is the victim that gets blamed, not the perpetrator who committed the offense. It is an unfortunate circumstance, but this is the case. I'll give an actual example of a person who is sexually assaulted in this case. I am talking about the person who was raped in real life. The person's real name is Eugene Kira, who came forward to say that Donald Trump raped her in an apartment dressing room. Eugene Kira won her civil case, and Donald Trump is forced to pay her $83.3 million. Please click on the link below to the video if you're watching this video to what is he's supposed to owe to Eugene Kira done by The View. If you're reading this on my blog post, it's on YouTube. YouTube's giving me problems when I play clips and videos lately, and I will leave the link to the video in the description below. This video is explaining when a woman or girl gets sexually assaulted, that mark stays with you. Donald Trump is a man that needs to pay for his crimes. This man deserves to be in prison. The answer to why Eugene Kira waited 30 years to do this is because of the stigma of sexual assault. She knew that she could not stay silent, and this takes courage to do this. Lily Brown is hesitant to do this, but her best friend Zoe encouraged her to do this because there are so many victims of sexual assault there, and there's that stigma of going to the police because of victim blame. It's blaming the victim for being raped and blaming women and girls for getting pregnant because of being raped because they dressed a certain way. It is insane at best. No one deserves this to happen to them. This will lead to Lily Brown helping a woman named Amber and her child that was being abused by her husband who has a powerful position. I will not reveal who it is, as I want you to find out in the book. But I felt it to be necessary for you to read or listen to the book so you can learn about this. Lily Brown being in the crosshairs of this man. Everett Brown will meet Josephine, and she will be immense help in the mystery of the storage container that Everett Brown finds that has photographs and clippings of girls that have been missing for decades. These girls were not just taken by this individual, they were killed by this individual. Lily Brown meets a person who is a newspaper reporter who has these photographs and clippings of these girls. It is believed that this individual is the killer. Both Everett Brown and Josephine will become good friends. They are not in a romantic relationship, and Everett does an excellent job of having Josephine sound like a girl who is 12 years old. She does an excellent job making Everett Brown sound like a 12-year-old boy. Josephine's dad is a firefighter, and Everett Brown tells Josephine, "You are lucky you have a dad that's in your life. That is a powerful thing to have. You want to have a dad that is there and who is not a criminal." Jones' opera's director, Everett Brown, wonders if his father cares about him. Both Everett Brown and Josephine find out information about the women that were missing. According to their research, they find out that they were taken and killed. This case was not solved by the police. This is a terrible thing to have happen if you are the police. You do not want this to be hanging over your head. This will be the case, and the police will have to figure out how to deal with the backlash. The report that Everett Brown's mother, Lily Brown, is dating is investigating these deaths and their connection to this killer. The killer will not be revealed here as read as you read and listen to the book. I'll leave a link to the book at the bottom of this video. If you're watching this video on YouTube, it will be there. It will also be in my blog post. If this video is in TikTok, unfortunately, TikTok does not do that. The story will have twists and turns. Lily Brown will be deceived by a man who says he's a good guy, but really is a bad guy. Who this guy is will surprise you. You must be ready to look for it. It's not to be revealed enough more revealed here. It does bring the reader or listener to the climax of the story. I'll give you my rating. I give At the Quiet Edge by Victoria Held Stone a 10 out of 10. This book is a remarkable story, and it keeps the reader or listener on their toes. The story is fun, but it tells an important story of how a grifter can destroy people's lives and how hard it is for sexual assault victims to come forward. The reason I use E.G. Carroll as an example is that she sued a man who is rich and powerful, but it was not just for her. She was standing up to men who have taken advantage of women for decades. People like Donald Trump have used their wealth and power to escape from accountability. It comes in all shapes and sizes. It can be police officers that use their power to hurt people. For example, when Derek Chauvin killed George Floyd by placing his knee on his neck, It's unfortunate this happens, but it does. Some police officers use their power to intimidate ordinary citizens to hurt them so they can get what they want. This story will show that. This is a must-read or listen. You want to get your copy of this book today. You either want to read or listen to it as soon as possible. Thank you. Do not forget to check out the blog and help support it. Please go to patreon.com/Metacritic and check out my blog. There'll be a bunch of blog posts that you can check on my Patreon page. My Patreon page has links to other websites such as YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. As mentioned before, you become a patron. Thank you. Hey guys, please check out my book review while Justice Sleep. Now obviously that'll become, if you're not watching it live, it won't be coming up, but it will come up if it's once I can get a chance to put it in the thing, and it'll be coming up probably right about now. And it will show how important the Supreme Court is, and seeing what has happened now, the Supreme Court has said that the president is immune from prosecution. This makes the president into a monarch. This is danger. And please check out my playlist of books, which I will have a link later after this broadcast. Thank you. As mentioned before, I will take your live questions in live chat, or you can leave them in the comment section below if you're watching the video live. Thank you. Let me see if no comics according to string there. Let me go to the actual video here. Make sure there's nothing I'm missing. In live chat, just to be sure. There's something there. So I'm just. Okay, they've been there. All right. All right. Take that off. Guess take playing. All right, guys. All right, guys. My recommendation for Lieutenant Governor is North Carolina's Rachel Hunt. Rachel Hunt is related to Jim Hunt, who served as governor for North Carolina for 4 terms. He was an incredible governor who believed in public education and believed in working across the aisle to get things done. That would not be considered a good thing. I do not care. I want people to get things done and not worry about that. Hal Weatherman, her opponent, is just another MAGA nut who wants to do what they want to do. He worked for Madison Cawthorn, who believed Hitler was wonderful. He is Mark Robinson's disciple. I do not want another Robinson. Please vote for Rachel Hunt, who will work for the state of North Carolina and not our party. Rachel Hunt believes in protecting reproductive freedoms such as abortion and IVF. I am tired of this big brother nonsense from MAGA. They have no right to tell me what books to read. I want to make that choice. It is time to turn the page from that. Thank you. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to my channel. Please. It has cost you nothing to do it, and it helps me so that I can save my advertising. It is a win-win situation. If you're looking at Pinterest, please share the pin with anyone you know, and it will do the same thing. Thank you for your viewership of my channel, and if you support the blog and Patreon, thank you for that as well. Please hit the notification bell to be notified of any of these bonus videos. Please help me to comment down the road in the comment section. Please share this video. Remember, do not forget to read, watch, and learn. Thank you. See if there's any questions. No, I think we're good. I'm going to call that guy. I'm going to take this off the stage, and I'm going to give you my channel outro, so you won't have to just see a blank screen.